What's up, everyone? My name's Carson from Punch Buggy, and I'm here with
Scarlet House.
Who are you, Scarlet House?
I am a person from Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah. Charlotte, North Carolina, yeah.
Gotta represent the hoodie right here. When people hear the name Scarlet House, what do you want them to think and feel?
You know, honestly, I feel like I've never thought too much about that. I think I want them to feel whatever they get from the music. I know what I feel when I make the music. It'd be cool if they felt that, but I mean, music is so like subjective that I don't want to put like a, my own thing over it. I like to let whatever people feel, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, for sure. So we are approaching the 1-year anniversary of your debut album, Homecoming. So what can you say about the legacy of that album 1 year after it came out and the effect that it had on your life?
It's really special to me. I mean, obviously it's my work, but the way it came about was kind of funny because I didn't realize I was making an album when I was doing it. Because I was just at that point in life, I was working my like old 9 to 5, and I was just kind of just grinding it out, putting out singles over time, and like I was making them pretty much back to back and just putting it right out. And then once I signed with my management, we kind of like had the idea like, why don't we just package this all together, add a few more singles, and then turn it into a thing. So it was cool. I like the fact that I wasn't thinking too hard about a concept or anything because it just felt so natural. But now in retrospect, it's cool because now it's like just a time period of my life, and it's like super special to me. I'm getting out of that period and been making a lot of new music, but like that'll always be like feel like the beginning of Scarlet House. So it's really cool.
How do you think that album was received, and do you see like your newer music being received in a similar or even better way?
Yeah, I think at least my personal opinion, when I listen back, it feels super raw and kind of DIY because it was like I was just like making it in my living room at my apartment at the time. So I feel like that translated to what people got out of it, and then going forward, new music, I feel like it's kind of a lot of stuff that I've been making and working on putting out soon is, in my opinion, leveled up a bit. So it'll be a cool difference, but it's still like the same similar lane of Scarlet House.
So you're currently on the Sleepyhead tour in support of Jutes, but tonight you are headlining Local 506 in Chapel Hill. So what can you say about Jutes as an artist, and what went into this decision to have your own like headline stop on the tour?
First of all, Jutes he's an insanely nice guy, because I feel like a lot of times you'll meet artists that are like really killing it and doing their thing, and they can be a little like, how egos. Yeah, you know how egos get, but I've never gotten any vibe off of him like that. He's always been super sweet, and his whole team is mad cool. And it's been cool. Like this is the first time I've done like a support run, so it's nice to be in front of people who don't already know my name and who I am, because it feels like a chip on my shoulder, something to prove, and I like the pressure of it. It gives me something to show up for. As far as the headlines, from being transparent, we had to boost that budget, so we were like, let's throw some headlines, get some bread, but also I'll take any opportunity I can to play in front of people. I think it's my passion. So
what has been your favorite experience on this tour so far?
that's hard, because I would want to say the last show, Charlotte show, because it was a hometown show. That was really cool because my family was there, my girlfriend was there, repping Charlotte. Hell yeah. But then also like getting to do this whole tour thing with my friends is like very special, because I feel like a lot of times people just kind of get thrown into like a team of people they don't necessarily know. But thankfully I'm like surrounded like with people like this, and like homies that I've like kind of built relationships up with before, and then everybody has a talent of their own that kind of adds to the table. So that's been really special, being able to do this all with friends and make memories along the way. I appreciate that.
So what do you like to do on tour when you're not performing or in between shows?
What do? We eat a lot of McDonald's. We make a lot of jokes. We laugh all day. I feel like that's like gets us through. I like to skate. A few guys on the tour, we skate together. Other than that, it's just mostly music and a lot of loitering around at gas stations. We just kind of stand around. But yeah, it's cool.
So you recently have released in the last year 2 singles, those being Petals and most recently T-Shirt. So what can you tell us about those 2 brand new singles?
Yeah. Well, I'll start with Petals. Petals is like super special to me because it's, I mean, all the music is special, but that one specifically, it was like one of the first songs I made when I moved to LA. Like I did a whole LA thing briefly. And yeah, I was like staying out there, and I was like cooking up, and that was like one of the first ones that I made that felt a little different. It felt like a step forward in sound, in a way. And then T-shirt is funny. Like I made that, I wrote all the lyrics to that song like back in like 2017, 2018, around there. It was like a long 2019 maybe. I don't know. It was like years back. It was its own song. I was making like kind of different type of music, but I wrote the lyrics and I really liked it. And then I was working this producer Zach out in LA, and we cooked up this beat together, and I was like, you know what, that could fit perfectly there, and it just kind of it worked out. So ended up doing it. But
Yeah, dude, they're awesome songs. I love them. And how would you say that these two tracks like stand out from anything that you've ever made before?
it's a good question. Vocally, there's it's weird because I'm like biased. It's my own music, but I feel like vocally I've like been trying to take steps to grow and get better. And I feel like those songs kind of display that in a way. In my own opinion, I don't know what you guys think, but in my own opinion, I think that it kind of displays that. And yeah, I think also back to what I was saying about the DIY sound of the earlier stuff. I think it's kind of like taking steps in pushing up quality. So yeah.
So what are some of the stories behind these singles and the lyricism of these singles and some of the experience that shaped them?
A lot of times when I'm writing, I pull from obviously past relationships and feelings, and also I'm a religious person, so I pull from my beliefs, and I like to write about my relationship with God a lot, because I feel like it can be interpreted in so many ways that I can vaguely write things and people take it how they will. But yeah, just kind of just life experiences, and then every once in a while I like movies a lot, so every once in a while I'll write like from a perspective of someone in a movie or something. But I think every song is a little different.
I want to talk about the music videos for these songs. They are really cool. I really like them. For Petals, it's like a big montage of video clips that's like screen recorded on a computer desktop. And then for T-shirt, it's like these montage of kind of like VHS aesthetics. So how would you say that these videos advance the story, and also like what was the process of filming them like, and who filmed them?
For the Petals music video, we went to the what's it called? Like the dock in damn, what is it called? It's out in L.A.
Santa Monica Pier?
Yes,
Yeah.
we went to Santa. Thank you. Yeah, right. Yeah, no, we went to the Santa Monica Pier, and it was like really natural feeling. Like the director just gave me the camera, and the actress that was in the video, we just like were sent out, and just they told us to explore, have fun, make it look like relationships. So we rode some rides. That was my first time on a Ferris wheel. I would never do that again. I'm scared of heights, but yeah, nah, that wasn't fun. But it was super cool. It's super chill. And then as far as T-shirt, we filmed that after the homecoming tour, with director. His name is Metro Blue. Also again, super natural. Like that's a homie, so it was like easy to shoot. We just went around Charlotte and just shot some stuff, and then he went back to Portland, edited it up, and sent it back. There it was.
You mentioned that you skate. Is maybe your love of skateboarding kind of like a reason why there's so much like heavy VHS kind of style aesthetics? Because, you know, like we got the fisheye here. Like for me, that's where it started. Is there any like influence there?
You know, it does remind me of the early days of playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater. You played?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing those games. Like I got some for Christmas when I was like in elementary school, middle school. It's funny because I had my go at skating in like middle school. I didn't get too far. Because I was skating alone. I didn't have friends that did it, so I just didn't get far. And then I picked it back up maybe a year ago. And then when I was in LA, like I had a bunch of skater homies, so we were just always and I was in places I had no business being. Like some of my friends, they were connected with the guys at Primitive, so I would just be hanging out at Primitive Park and like just watching all these like insane skaters and just like doing my thing. And yeah, ever since I've just been doing it almost every day when I have time. Obviously not on tour, but yeah, I do love skating.
Now we cannot include this if you want to, but you did send me an unreleased song. I'm not going to say what that song name is because that's a little bit federal, but I can say that it fucking rips. So what can you tell us about maybe this song or any of this like upcoming music that you got on schedule?
Well, that song, I'm glad you didn't say the name because it's the name of the album. It was like yeah, right. So hell yeah. But it's like, I don't know. I've been working on the next phase of Scarlet House and trying to bring things to the next level, and that's one of the songs. Again, it's like super personal. A lot of similar things I was talking about before, but I've really been trying to hone in on my production skills and making things more polished. Step by step, it's coming together. But yeah, I don't want to say too much. But yeah, I'm excited to put out all this new stuff.
What else like influences or like has how has your music like grown like sonically besides from like like getting out of that DIY sound, like even like like technical like songwriting like guitar, how have you improved in that way?
Honestly, as far as guitar at least, I feel like I've been listening to a lot of like music that isn't necessarily what I make. I've been listening to a lot of like folkish kind of music, a lot of country, um, a lot of acoustic style music, and I've been playing a lot more acoustic too because I just feel like there's a beauty in acoustic music, and playing acoustic I feel like has just helped me to become a better guitarist and translate that over to the type of music that I'm making. Um, and as far as like inspirations, this is like such a basic movie, but like I watched Eternal Sunshine for the first time like after I got off tour, and that like opened my eyes like in a crazy way. That was just a beautiful movie, and I hate I waited so long to watch it, but after I seen that, I just like it got me super inspired about relationships and like the beginning to end of them. And yeah, that kind of inspired me a lot for all this new stuff I've been writing, just to tell a whole story front to back.
All right, now let's talk about it. Most underrated Scarlet House song.
That's I'm biased. I don't know. I would say underrated. That's a funny question because I feel like a lot of the songs that I don't necessarily love on streaming, I really love playing live. And so Too High to me, that's my favorite one to play live. Um I would say it's underrated just because like when I made that, I was just like still learning how to work Ableton, and like now hearing it live, I'm like, dang, I could have made this like sick, but whatever. I hear the potential when I hear it live, so that's incentive to come out to the live shows, guys. Hear it live. Too High.
I mean, honestly, like, is there anything else like you want to say about like those two singles or anything upcoming?
Not necessarily about those singles. I'm very excited for the new album that I'm working on. I don't have an exact time frame of when I can say it's coming out, but it'll be out early mid next year. And yeah, I was just focused on, like I was said multiple times, just growing the sound, but also taking steps forward, not too far away to make people like surprised or anything, but definitely moving the sound forward in ways that like I feel like a lot of the older music I was making, I was kind of just like trapped in the whole drop D and like riffing around. So tying into the guitar playing and listening to acoustic, I've been trying to just like expand my musical palette. So yeah, I'm just super excited to put it out, but in due time it'll come out.
Now, if we get too deep into the album talk, we can stop me, or we can like take some stuff out. But what can you say about like this upcoming album, like conceptually?
Yeah. Well, okay. I won't get too deep into it, but I kind of touched on it before. I just think I really love storytelling and music. I think lyrics are my personal favorite part of music. I think when when something reads well and you can like just tell a story front to back, that's really cool. So I like really tried to focus in on that part of it, and like because I was saying how Homecoming kind of just came together. I didn't know I was putting an album together. So with this, I was trying to be a little more intentional of how I told the story. And I'm a lover person. I love love. So I think the one of the main things was talking about a relationship front to end, from the ups and downs of it, the good times, the bad, in all the phases. I mean, everybody's been in most people have been in love or in a relationship before, so I think it's something that's pretty relatable to a lot of people. But yeah, just telling that full story front to end is the biggest thing in my brain for this album.
Well, kind of getting out of the specific music talk, I want to talk about what has Scarlet House been into recently, whether it be like books, movies, music, food, fashion, anything. Just like throw it at me.
Yeah. Jeez. Skating has been a big thing in life. That's just something I've been doing to help ease my mind, and I get stressed easily in life, so that helps me unwind a bit. Funny you ask about books because I have never been a big book person, but I've been making a conscious effort to try to fix my brain from this ADHD that the internet has caused. So I actually just brought 3 books on tour. Have not started reading them, but I'm gonna start tomorrow. I don't know. My girlfriend's roommate gave them to me, so she was just like, "Here's some recommendations." I literally just got them yesterday, so I'm gonna start trying to do that. What else have I been into? Fashion. That's kind of new for me. I've always kind of cared about clothes, but not like the most. But I've definitely been into that more in self-expression. I think that's cool, and fashion is obviously a big part of that.
Talk about the fit. Like, what you got on right now?
Yeah. So on the feet, we got the new rocks on the feet. The pants. Shout out Youth Hood. He you know Youth Hood?
Yeah, Youth Hood. Yeah.
Yeah, Youth Hood. It's crazy. Me and his name is Fink. Well, Christian, but I call him Fink. But yeah, me and him went to high school together, and yeah, we were just like mutuals. We knew of each other. We dapped each other up, but we were never like super close, and just we kind of always followed each other. And then just recently, yeah, we got back to talking and stuff and getting connected. That's a really good guy. But yeah, these pants are by him. Shout out Youth Hood. This hoodie has a story to it. It's there's a guy. His name is Copes. He's a fashion guy. He has a brand. It was originally a Copes hoodie. It was too big, and so my girlfriend. It was just plain black. So my girlfriend like tailored it down some, and then she put this patch on it and added all these zippers and a bunch of stuff. Bella, if you're watching this, shout out to you. I love you. I know you will be watching it. Yeah, so that's the fit. Got some rings on too.
There you go. Yeah, the fit is hard. Any other like influences or like things you've been into you want to talk about?
I mean, as far as musically, like I was saying before, I've been listening to a lot of like sad, slow music. Even though that's not necessarily what I make, I do really love sad music. I always listen to Frank Ocean. That's my favorite guy ever.
Okay, Blonde or Channel Orange?
Endless.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's go.
that's hard because like Blonde obviously came out in 2016. It was like top 5 years ever. But Endless, I think he has a lot of deep cuts in there that I really appreciate, especially towards the end. All the acoustic sad stuff I really love. But I will say Blonde. If I had to pick between those two, I'd say Blonde. But for me, it would go honestly Endless, Nostalgia Ultra, Blonde, Channel Orange. That's my personal Frank Ocean run. But that's my favorite guy ever.
Nostalgia is low key definitely up there for me too. You know, speaking of, maybe it'll be the same answer, maybe it'll be a different answer, but who is one artist that you wish you could collaborate with, dead or alive?
That's hard. I would say Frank Ocean, but I don't know if I could get on a track Frank Ocean. That guy would outshine me in so many ways. I think doing a song with The Fray. That's another huge inspiration of mine. I don't know what that song would sound like, but I would love to get in the studio with those guys. Even though the lead singer isn't a part of it anymore, that was like my first like introduction to music in the realm of what I'm making now, like soft rock, I guess. But it would be cool to make some music with them.
What is you kind of like talked about this earlier, but maybe you can like elaborate and provide some more answers. But what is some non-musical media or people that inspire you to create?
I really love scary movies. Horror movies are my thing. As far as there's not really any people, I think. I mean, my favorite actor is Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't know if that goes to my music already. Yeah, that's the GOAT. But yeah, I watch a lot of scary movies and psychological thrillers. And I kind of like rom-coms. I'm not gonna lie. Every once in a while, my girlfriend makes me watch one. But yeah, a lot of horror movies inspire me.
Hell yeah. I mean, let's talk about this show. I mean, you got Camisole opening for you. How did that come about, and what can you say about them as a band?
Yeah, Camisole. So funny enough, for the Scarlet House live act, the bass player is Ryan. He also plays for Camisole. So Ryan's got a big night tonight. He's gonna be on stage for like 3 hours. Shout out Ryan. But yeah, I kind of knew about them through him, and then obviously they're doing their thing. They just played a sold out show at Snug Harbor. Shout out if you know Snug Harbor. They're great people over there. But yeah, they're super sick. I'm excited to see the full set.
And also, we got to give another shout out here. This interview has been probably 2 years in the making, maybe since 2023. We have to get a shout out to Lace. Lace low-key put me on to Scarlet House a very, very long time ago, before Punch Buggy even existed. and that was on like her old college radio show. So shout out to Lace.
Shout out Lace.
We fuck with Lace over here,
Yeah,
but
music is really Lace is, hey, if you're watching this, Lace, your music is amazing. If you guys don't know Lace, go check her out. She's insane. She's sick.
All right, so we're kind of like approaching the end of the interview here. So I want to ask the big question. You've kind of touched on this a little bit, but what is up and coming for Scarlet House?
Scarlet House, up and coming. Well, I'm working on an album. I mean, it's like 95% finished at this point, so I'm really excited about that. I got some festivals that I'm super excited to announce. Can't say anything yet, but it'll be announced January. That and just playing shows, staying on the road and putting the music in front of people. That's what it's all about. So.
And do you have any other hopes for the future, whether or not be like music, your career, or just life in general?
You know, I try not to set my expectations too much. I have goals I want to hit, but as far as everything, I'm just kind of here for the ride, and I'm just staying thankful and as humble as I can, and just gonna take my blessings as they come.
Dude, awesome, man. That's very special. All right, well, final thoughts. Is there anything that you would like to say, anything that you would like to plug for the audience before we get out of here?
Shout out Carson and Punch Buggy. Great guy. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, bro. All right, well, this has been the Punch Buggy with Scarlet House interview. Thank you so much for watching. Catch Scarlet House live on tour or live anytime, and listen to that album that hasn't come out yet, and we can't say much about it, but you will be hearing about it soon one day. We will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.